We're about to have a civil war. Yes. Wow. Very excited. We're fucked. Liberals are fucked. For the Civil War, I chose the wrong side. Conservatives, they live near fucking fresh water. They're near the lakes. They all have guns. We're near the oceans. We're unarmed. What have we been doing? We've been working on coffee for 80 years. Like that's been our entire thing. It's like, we gotta figure out coffee. We need it to be good. That's all we're gonna put our resources into. And we did it. We got it. It's good. It's not gonna help. We're gonna be awake during the war. We're gonna be awake while we're getting shot by conservatives. America's a weird place. Like the far right and the far left, they want the same things, but they don't realize it, you know? Like the far right, they storm the Capitol, which is really cool. Like, that's sick. I don't know if we realize that, but that's awesome. Like, all the liberals were like, fuck that. But that's cool. That's punk rock. That's all the music we like. It's like, storm the Capitol, take down capitalism, and then they did it, and we're like, not them. Like, no, they're wearing the wrong thing, actually. If that was a bunch of like skinny white guys in leather jackets with cigarettes, we'd be like, fuck yeah, dude, get in there. Shit on Nancy Pelosi's desk. Do it. I think about Canada sometimes because it's better. But America's the best. That's how I feel. Canada's better, but America's the best. Canada is like an uglier girl with a better personality. Like, that's what Canada is. There's health care. She takes care of you. The work hours are better. America's like this mean woman. She's racist. She doesn't treat you well, but she's fucking hot, dude. America is a hot, mean girl. And the entire world is like, that one, for sure. That's the one for me. That's the one I want. I live in LA and I don't know what I am anymore. Like, I'm less liberal than a lot of my friends. That's what I found out, you know? I found that out during the pandemic when they were inside longer. That was the ultimate tell. I was out doing stuff and they were inside. And I had to lie to them. That was the hardest part about the pandemic, was my friends calling me up. They're like, what'd you do last weekend? I was like, oh, I got a massage. They're like, really? I was like, yeah, it was on Zoom. Like, I did a Zoom massage. The guy told me what he would do if he was there. It was more intimate somehow. But corporations, that's like the common enemy, you know, right? They're awful. Not Monster, but the rest of them. Monster's good. They just take advantage of us. Pride Month comes around, they're all gay instantly. They're evil the rest of the year, and then Pride Month, ExxonMobil's like, we're gay. Like, we love cock. And people fall for it. And then BLM happened. I was just waiting for it. I was out there marching for Black Lives, waiting for Applebees to come out with like the Black Lives platter, you know, like, you know what I mean? Like, there had to be one guy at Applebees like, yeah, let's do it. Let's try it. You guys are nice. I told that joke one time. This guy's like, what's on it? I'm like, no. Not falling for that shit, buddy. I hate Applebees. I don't know why. Because they're still trying. You know, they're like, we got a new thing. I'm like, shut the fuck up, dude. Nobody cares. You ever pass an Applebee's that says under new management? You're like, who gives a fuck? Who's like, we got to see what the new guy's up to at Applebee's. Maybe he's got some ideas. Maybe the bread's not wet, you know? That'd be cool. I believe in God. That's a weird thing for LA. I'm the only one. Do you guys believe in God? Okay, that's fine. I'm used to it. Do you believe in ghosts? Way more. This is my number one gripe with liberal cities. Do you believe in God? No. Do you believe in ghosts? Fuck yeah, dude. Oh yeah. I believe in the unseen if it's spooky. There's no man in the sky. That's stupid. But there is a guy in the kitchen, for sure. 100%. I believe in him. I met a guy who's died 9 times. I was in Kansas City. I was on the road. I went to this like food market thing, and he was playing the banjo. I started talking to him, and he goes, "Oh yeah, brother, I died 9 times." And he told me he saw the whole. He left his body. He saw it, and I was like, "Is God real?" And he goes, "Oh yeah, brother." I was like, "You gotta tell someone, dude. Like you, this guy knows." And I was like, "What about heaven? Is that real?" He goes, "Oh yeah, heaven's real. But the thing people don't know about heaven is that everybody goes to heaven. But some people, they don't like it." It's like, that's the best version of heaven. That's the funniest version of heaven ever. Just everyone goes there, but there's guys who are like, "This fucking sucks, dude." You know what I mean? There's guys in heaven, they're like, "Where's the zin, man? Like, where's the pussy?" People in LA are looking for God. Like, they're legalizing mushrooms, which is a bad idea. I love mushrooms, should be illegal. It should be hard to get. You should get it from a guy named Sprout. It should change your life. People are driving on mushrooms, and they're like, "Oh, I'm microdosing." I'm like, "You're doing a lot of it. You know, you're 50 microdoses." I'm like, "That's a dose, brother." I think... They're like, "Nah, it's good for my anxiety." I'm like, "Why? Because you don't know who you are?" Like, you're high on drugs. That's what's happening. We have a cockroach problem in LA, which is, it's not that there's too many, it's that they're confident. They really think they belong. Like, I had an awkward moment with a cockroach. That should never happen. I was walking down the sidewalk and a cockroach was coming towards me, and we literally did that like, whoa. Like, I went that way and he did too, and I was like, "Oh, my bad, dude." And he was like, "It's cool, I'm going to work, don't worry about it." Anyway. People are in therapy, it's not working. A lot of people love their therapists, they all suck. Because they know what's wrong with you and they're not telling you. They all know. They could tell you every week, but they're like, "I'll get a few more dollars out of this loser." I'm just in therapy because my dad's Jewish. Like, that's all it is. If you come down to it, I live with his anxiety. Like, I still feel him. Every time I check into a hotel, he's there. Because he was obsessed with checkout time. Like, when I was a kid, my dad was obsessed with checkout time. Like, he would go to the front, he would walk into the hotel, and he'd go to the front, and he'd be like, "What is it?" They're like, "What is checkout time?" And they'd be like, 11. Like, it's always 11. And he'd be like, "All right." And he'd look at his family, he'd look at us, and he'd be like, "We're not unpacking. We have to go. We have to get out of here." He'd wake us up at 7. He's like, "What's the plan?" Nobody's showering. We have to get the fuck out of here. We'd be gone by 9:30. I'm like, "What do you think's gonna happen at 11? Like, he was that intense about it. We never found out what happens. Like, in my dad's mind, 11 o'clock, the concierge, like, just kicks down the door. He's got a gun. He's like, "What's up, motherfucker? What's up, Jeff? Look at me. I said 11, dude. Now I gotta kill the whole family. I don't want to do that. That's the policy. It's a DoubleTree Express, bro. We gotta go." Now I'm an adult. You know, I don't want that anxiety. Checkout time's not real. I don't believe in it. You can stay. You really can. You can hang out. They knock. They're like, "You there?" You're like, "Yeah, for sure. I'm here. I'm gonna be here for a while." They're like, "Cool, we don't care at all. We work at a hotel, so." There's a lot of like weird shit going on right now, you know? My dad they didn't mean for me to have this weird position in life. My dad's a Jew who converted to Islam. He's the only one. We got him. We got Jeff. We got brother Jeff out there doing it. He's not good at it, but he's doing it. He's a very Jewy Muslim. He's not good at it. And my mom was raised Irish Catholic, and she converted to Islam also. And that's how they met. They were the two white people in the mosque. They just locked eyes. They were like, I guess we have to. You know, like, let's make a weird kid. Let's make a Ahamed Weinberg. That's my real name. That's my human name. I have to be a Ahamed Weinberg every day. The answering machine in my house growing up was, Assalamu alaikum, you've reached the Weinbergs. That's really what it was. Please leave a message. Nobody left a message ever. People were like, this is a trap for sure. This is dangerous. Yeah, they're good people though. They're homophobic, which, so are your parents. Don't be weird. It's not because they're Muslim, it's because they're old. You know, like that's the enemy of progress, is age. Like I'm progressive now, but I will be ignorant when I'm older. I don't know about what yet. Something will change during my life. I'll be at the table with my family like, listen, ain't no computer fucking my daughter. You know, like, that's gonna be my Brandy, you bring home another robot in my household. She's gonna be like, it's AI, you idiot. Fuck AI now, Dad. I'm gonna be like, all right, get my jewel pods. Go get Daddy's jewel pods. Get Grandma's hoverboard, she's going for a walk. That's what's scary. I mean, technology scares me. Like, I taught my grandma email, and it blew her mind. They ever teach an old person email? Like, I clicked send, and she was like, where did it go? She couldn't comprehend email, which was crazy, because I grew up with email. I understand email. You know what I don't understand is the regular mail. You know what like, anytime I put a letter in a mailbox, I'm like, there's no way that works. Like, that's crazy. That was technology? That's nothing. That's a box next to the trash can, dude. That's like... I get scared of what technology is gonna become. Like, I really feel like during our life, there's gonna be an app that replaces the police. You know, it'll be called Help. Like, spelled with a Y. And your house is getting robbed. You're like, let's try Help, dude. Like, let's see what that's about. And that's scary, because that won't be cops coming to save you. That'll be like me. You know, that'll be like unemployed millennials paying off student debt. You buy a gun, you're like, yeah, I'm on Help now, it's pretty good. Get $8 every life I save, so. Plus tip or whatever. Your house is getting robbed, you look at your phone, it's like, Andrew with an AK-47 will be there in 23 minutes. Just see his car spinning in circles, you're like, I think he's lost, dude, I don't know. I think he's at 7-Eleven right now, and Andrew's just gonna show up late, he's like, sorry, my Uber driver's a fucking idiot, man, my bad. My girlfriend wants me to get a gun, which I think means I'm a beta. You know, I'm a beta male. She's scared. And I'm like, baby, it's cool, I got a baseball bat. Like, every guy has a thing in the apartment. They're like, I got this. Like, in their minds, they're like, I'll be John Wick. If there's a crowbar in the toilet, I'll go grab it. I'll take care of this shit. It's not gonna work. Like, yeah, it's not. If a guy broke in and I picked up the baseball bat, he'd be like, don't. And I'd be like, for sure. Absolutely. Absolutely, dude. I don't know what I was thinking. I've never even played baseball. Like, I don't know. It's not even under the bed. That's where weapons go. It's next to the door. It's like for them. It's like if a guy walked in and forgot a weapon, he'd be like, oh, fucking perfect. Thank you so much. I'm vegetarian too. That's another one. Ooh, nice. Divisive issue. Another one. Cool. This is a weird country. I talk about being Muslim a lot. People are like, all right. I'm like, I'm a vegetarian. They're like, you fucking pussy. Like, that's where everyone draws the line. Get out of here with your ideals, motherfucker. Gotta eat meat. To be a man, you have to eat meat. That's what they think, which is so... If you hunt and kill an animal and eat it, that's manly, 100%. But if you're buying meat, I'm like, you're a pussy too. Like, what are we... You're just one aisle away from me. You know, you're in the grocery store, you're like, why don't you come to the meat aisle, pussy? This is where the men shop, over here. Grab some pre-chopped firewood on the way out, too. Because I'm a man. It'd be one thing if the grocery store had two entrances, like carnivores and pussies. Then you'd know. You know, you get to the front of the carnivore line, they hand you a shotgun. They're like, welcome to Vaughn's, motherfucker. Me, I get to the front of the pussy line, they hand me a butterfly net. They're like, you can leave your shoes with River, he'll hold on to them. And just go gather, get in there and thanks for shopping at Trader Joe's, you know, like. I'm straight too, which is bad. You know, being gay looks fun. I'm straight, I'm stupid. I've been the same guy since I hit puberty. Since 13, I see boobs and I'm like, nice. Like that's informed every decision of my entire life. I see boobs and I'm like, good, yes. In a movie, you ever see boobs in a movie theater? It blows my mind. Every time, if I'm watching a movie and there's boobs, I'm like, no way. Like, how did the boobs get in the movie? And my friends are like, don't you see porn? I'm like, every day. Every day. Those are different boobs. Boobs in porn, they're supposed to be there. You know what I mean? Boobs in a movie, special. It's very different. Like the equivalent of seeing boobs in a movie theater is like if you were watching porn and there was like a fight scene. You know? I'd have the same reaction. I'd be like, no way, dude. How did that get in here? That's crazy. My sister's straight too. My whole family's cursed. She married this guy, Luke. He's jacked. He showed up. He's like, what's up? I'm Luke. We're like, not much, man. He's replaced every man in the family. Like, I'm not her brother anymore. I tried. I was at the wedding. I was like, hey, man, you better be good to my sister. Like, if you want. I actually don't want any trouble, so whatever. I'm trying to convert my girlfriend, and it's hard, you know, because I'm Muslim, but I don't know much about it. I know how to do it. I just don't know why. So I'm trying to convert her to something I don't know that much. So I'm like, let's listen to the Quran. It's on Spotify. I don't know if you know that. The Quran is on Spotify, has 4.9 stars, which is so funny. Just that one guy was like, I don't think so. One guy's like, not for me, brother. The Bible has 4.7, just so you know. It's objectively worse. We're walking down the street listening to the Quran for the first time, both of us. I got one AirPod in, she's got the other. And most religion, most of it's beautiful, you know, and then parts of it you're like, what the fuck? That's all religion, you know? So we're walking down the street and it's like, if you give to the poor, you'll be first in line for heaven. And I'm like nudging her, I'm like, pretty good, huh? And then the next part's like, with every great difficulty comes great ease. And I'm like, see? And then the next part's like, if you're on your period, you can't go to the bank. I'm like, fuck, that's... shit. Actually, maybe we should listen to something else. Like, maybe we should listen to a podcast or something. Rogan would be good. I get a lot of hate on the internet because it's just confusing to people, like being a white guy with that name, you know? I post clips on YouTube. That's where the most of the hate is. Like anti-Semitic people will be on there, they'll be like, this Jew sucks at comedy. And then the Jews will be like, he's Muslim. he's a Muslim. And then the Muslims will be like, he's not with us. Like, we don't know. We don't know what he is. And then I got on there, because I was raised Muslim. So I'm like, I was raised Muslim. Like, I went on pilgrimage to Mecca when I was 10, which is true. And then the Muslim comments, and he goes, yeah, I bet you got sunburnt. I'm like, fuck. Oh, that hurts, because that's true, you know? I was the only ginger in Mecca, for sure. Just being burnt alive. You can't bring sunblock. I mean, you can, just a little, like 3 ounces. They don't sell it there. So you use it, and then you're fucked. And I was at the Kaaba with my mom, and she was like, isn't the power of God amazing? I'm like, yeah, it's burning my skin, actually. If God could be less powerful, that would be cool. My mom's really funny. She's like, she's bad at texting and stuff, you know, like all moms. Like, I told her, I was like, I have a show tonight, and she would text back, kill them. And I was like, dude, it's kill it. Like, we've talked about this. You're like a Christian who converted to Islam. You can't be texting kill them. You can't be saying kill them just willy-nilly, just throwing that out there. She's on Instagram too. It's beautiful. She has the most pure Instagram of all. Like, she just posts pictures of her flowers and shit. It cleanses my feed. It's amazing. And the caption will just be like, Saturday. And I'm like, oh my God, you're an angel. But it's so pure that it almost looks coded. You know, I want to tell her to stop. I'm like, the FBI is going to be confused. They're going to be like, what's Saturday? Like, what's going on? She learned how to Zoom, too. That was really, she figured it out, you know? So she like take a picture of a bird. It's like so far away. It's like 500 yards away. And she just zooms. She just keeps going till it's just like this fucking shadow monster. Just like this decrepit creature. And she posts it. And the caption says Friday. I'm like, dude, the FBI's like, what's happening Friday? Like, this is scary. My parents got married on 9/11 too. That's true. It was 1988. They didn't know. They had no idea that was going to be rough. The whole joke in my house growing up was like, we got married on 9/11. Isn't that funny? And then the attacks happened, and they were like, this is way worse now. Like, this is bad. We've got to change it. But it's hard. You can't just change your wedding anniversary. You have to get divorced and remarry. It's a whole... They're too lazy to do it. 9/11 comes around, they're just like, let's get dinner. You know, let's never forget. My dad still forgets, which is like... My mom's like, how is that possible? The whole world is saying, remember our anniversary. I remember when Trump was first running, too, because he was like, I saw Muslims celebrating as the towers fell, and I was like, that's so fucked up that he would make that up. And then I was like, maybe he saw my parents. Like, that's the most logical conclusion I could come to. He just saw them slow dancing on a roof in New Jersey. All right, that's my time. Thank you so much, guys. I love you.